Hey there, this is Heather and welcome back to Civilization 6 as Eleanor of Aquitaine, in this case, Eleanor of France, and this is part 2. Before I get into it, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and you can also leave me comments in the comment section. Okay, so getting into the game, the first thing I noticed was that our dye tile has been stolen by London. And all the more reason for us to try to flip London and steal it from Victoria. I'm not too happy about that. Now, Maui is on his way over to that barbarian camp, which we are planning to disperse. I am hoping to be able to get the salt and truffles and stuff that are over here. There are quite a few nice tiles. Lots of growth tiles, and growth tiles mean more population for more faith and more culture and more everything. So we definitely want that. There is a sort of decent location over here for a city where I'm definitely going to found one. And there is some more wine over here. We might want to get wine, olives, horses, and stuff like that. If we found our city over there, there is a wonder over here. So we might want to get a city close by, or maybe we'll just ignore that. And there is something going on over here. I don't know if it's just the volcanic soil or if there's another wonder. Oh no, it's Mount Vesuvius. That's probably what this is about. Actually just gives you +1 production. Well, in general, this is pretty cool though, the yields over here. And there is a tribal village that would be nice to get our hands on that. So let's choose our production for Rouen. And obviously getting the holy sites and campuses up ASAP is important. However, the old god obelisk will give us +4 faith, and that's just really good. So we're gonna go for that first as the opening thing we're gonna produce. I would also like to buy this tile immediately because we do not have iron otherwise, and we have 312 gold. I can buy a builder with that, so I'm going to do that. We can get 2 wineries and the iron with that builder, which is pretty exciting. 10 turns until our next settler. I might have to start trading settlers in more cities than just the capital. Obviously, it would be better if we didn't have to do that, but only because I've got Magnus in the capital and we're not going to face losing population by doing it there. But really, I want to get as many cities founded as possible. Now, I don't want Maui to attack across the river, so I'm just going to have him go over there first, and then we will make our way over to that iron. And I hear the sound of a tribal village. You have found another one. Good for you. Alright. Now let's see. How well will we do here? Now it's claiming that we're not going to be able to kill him. So I don't know if the city-state's going to get it. They may. Very likely. I often wonder why you say so little. I believe you have nothing interesting to say. No, dude, I'm an introvert, and I hold all of my, good, interesting things to myself because I don't trust you. I don't know you. Alright. He just doesn't get it. I don't think he gets it. Alright. So we have boosted the wheel, and ironworking has advanced considerably. Alright, and we've got another builder in here. You can do the fishing boats on those crab tile, or on that crab tile, sorry. Alright, now are we going to choose what we're going to do here? I'm confused. What's going on, Maui? What are you doing in this tribal village? You're just going to stand there? What's going on? Okay. Disperse it or raid it? Well, like I said, I want to disperse it. Military tradition has been boosted. Nice. I want to find out what that tile is, so I'm going to let him figure that out for us. And in Toulouse, I want to get another builder because we've got 3 tiles to improve. No, 4 and, well, 5, and we could potentially have 6 things that we need to improve. And then, of course, these ones are not in our territory, but we're just going to need a lot of builders. However, I'm thinking we should wait on that and get something else. So your housing is not great. Your amenities are kind of sad. Now, a builder would help us with that. Maybe I should send this builder over to the tobacco, and that would help us out a bit. We'll get that wine there. And I wonder who I can sell my wine to. Would you like to buy wine from me? You will give me 6 gold per turn and 9 gold. So you'll give me 189 gold. I'm willing to accept that deal. I don't think you're going to go to war with me anytime soon. And would you like to buy wine? All right, so he will give me 8 gold per turn and then 4 gold. So what is that? That is 244 gold for wine. That's fantastic. And I can get more wine hooked up and sell that to more people. All right, now we have our trader, and I would kind of like to send it somewhere where we were actually going to be completing a quest. However, I don't know if that's going to happen. Now, interestingly enough, Bologna would be a really good city-state to just like conquer because of the fact that they have 2 wine over here and the Matterhorn. And I'm kind of tempted. I never take over city-states. Like, I've literally never done that in Civ 6. But if I was going to, in this game, it would definitely be Bologna. If you have any tips for that, or agree, disagree, let me know. For now, I'm going to send this trader to Geneva. All right, and currency has been boosted. You can go back to auto exploring, right? It's not like super interesting over there, but you know, we do need to figure out what's going on in this world, so we will continue with that now. All right, so you're gonna come over here and fix this up. We could get another builder, like I said. However, I really do want to get our first campus going because we don't even have one. Now, if I buy this tile, what's it going to tell me? All right, so we can put a +3 campus here. I really kind of would like to chop that forest if we're going to do this. A builder in 14 turns is kind of excessive. 16 turns over there. How many? You have 1 build left. So I'm going to get this guy to do it. And in the meantime, I think it would be a good idea possibly to get a granary because we only have 2 more housing available and then we're going to reach our limit. So that seems about right. Now, I want Maui to figure out what that tile is. Okay, it's a forest. Now we know. And I'll get tobacco on the next turn. This guy's going to be used for chopping that tile, which we will buy as soon as he gets there. Alright, +1 era score, because we have gotten a technology from the next era. We can now build an industry. Obviously, we are going to be wanting wine industries. And you can put a plantation here for +2 gold and a additional half point of housing. All right, now Maui doesn't really have anything that he really needs to do. We could just like bring him back home to safety and then delete him to get the relic. So I feel like that's probably a good idea. Now we could get the wheel. We could go for ironworking. A swordsman would be pretty good. It'd be nice to upgrade my warrior, which I seem to only have 1 of at this point, which is kind of probably a bad idea. We could also get a diplomatic quarter, which would help us out. Let's look at the tech tree, though. Okay, so... Well, I'm thinking we want to obviously be focusing on like our culture and stuff like that, but I am also concerned with science and things. But let's see. Well, okay, this is in the next era. So let's finish off the wheel, finish off this ancient era first before we move on to more advanced technologies. I'm kind of concerned about London's border expansion rate. It does seem to be quite aggressive, and in that case, I'm concerned. Like, where are you going to expand? So you can get that tile. You could steal this one from me. I don't like that, so I'm going to buy that one. It's bad enough, like how it already is. Okay, so that hopefully will not impact my ability to purchase this one. I don't think it will. I think we will definitely still have enough gold, but we'll find out right about now. Okay, only 115. That's not bad. And we can now chop this. Our granary is completed. Excellent. We will get our +3 campus. I thought it was going to be a little bit better, but we will get a holy site over here as well, so that should help us out a little bit.
Don't reinvent the wheel.
Okay, and the wheel has been completed. Maui's going to continue on his way. I don't think anyone's going to be trying to settle over there right now. I don't feel like anyone is going to be trying to settle over here right now. But you never know, England might try to steal this location from me, in which case I would be very perturbed, very perturbed. We could potentially build a city like over here. There would be, you know, floodplains and marsh and things like that to take advantage of for food and a dam and that kind of stuff. And at the same time, we would be in range of this truffle. I don't think we'd be able to get this one. We'd have to have another city for that one. But we could get the salt. We couldn't get that salt with this one, but you can't get everything with one city. So I think that this would be a pretty good location. 2 wheat would be in range, and the copper would be in range, and the deer would be in range. So that seems like a good idea. And I could put a pin there if I really wanted to. I feel like we'll probably be fine without it, but I'm just going to do that anyway. And then we could get a decent harbor. Well, I don't know that we could actually get a decent harbor there in terms of adjacency, but it just would be kind of cool to have it like tucked in there, basically, is what I'm saying. Or we could, you know, start a city over here on the marsh, which I don't really want to do, just to get like a harbor with adjacency to that fish. I just don't think that that's worth it. So, I mean, we'll reevaluate once I get over here, but I think that that's a decent place to put a city. Okay, now I'm going to go for the ironworking at this point, and I do want that government plaza. We still do not have an old god obelisk in Paris, which is kind of a problem. Also, I need to purchase some missionaries immediately. And I only have enough for one, which is quite bad. But for that reason, we should just go for the old god obelisk then at that point. And you're going to have to come over here. We have a road forming over here, which is nice. Alright, we've completed a civic. We have a government unlocked. Now, I think I would definitely like to get either autocracy or classical republic. Now, +1 to all yields for each government plaza building, diplomatic quarter building, and palace in a city. I am going to be working on the government plaza pretty soon. All cities with a district receive 1 housing and 1 amenity additionally. And then great person points. I'm kind of tempted by that one as well. The production towards wonders, I feel, is the most alluring part of this one. But are we going to be building a wonder anytime soon? I don't think that we are, because we don't have them really available. Besides the hanging gardens, there's really not anything that we can actually build. So let's go over here and do classical republic for +2 era score. And then, well, I definitely would like production towards settlers, and charismatic leader would be helpful. And production towards builders would be pretty nice. We could switch that out later in order to, what's it called? Get land surveyors, or get production towards wonders that we can build once we get further technologies that actually unlock those. Right now we don't have any unlocked. And we are going to want drama and poetry. However, I would like to boost that. It's just we don't have an available wonder. We will potentially be able to build this one in 4 turns. However, you have to build it on desert hills, which I don't have. And it would provide +4 faith to all of your cities. Yeah, that's just kind of irrelevant for us. So maybe we just want to go for drama and poetry just to get that done, because that's kind of important. And Maui, I think you're just going to actually stay over here and keep watch. We have to make sure that our settler doesn't get killed for any reason. Alright, and let's spread our religion over here. We don't have a holy site yet, but that's fine. This is working out with 1 charge. Yep, you're just gonna wait here, Maui. And you gonna go and convert that city. There's only so much to discover, and I am afraid I cannot abide anyone who sets out ahead of my own explorers. Well, you're just jelly. You are jelly and salty, and I don't like it. Okay, so you will give me 6 gold per turn and open borders, which I don't really care for. You have 4 cities because your capital wouldn't be listed here. Alright, well I guess I'll take this because it's almost 200 gold over that time. Alright. Now I think I am going to found the city here. I mean, it's not going to be a perfect harbor location. None of these cities are really going to have perfect locations because this is not a random map. As a true start map, it's like specifically created a certain way, and there are a lot of disadvantages to that. Like, I do have a lot of wine. These luxuries I used Maui to get. They otherwise wouldn't be there. So you are going to kind of have like a homogenous luxury situation in a region, just because that is kind of how it would be. And it's supposed to be like modeled after the real world. But yeah, so there are just going to be disadvantages in general. Like, no city is going to be as good possibly as it could have been if, if you had like a map just like randomly generated. That's just kind of how it is. Hopefully that made sense to you. I think it makes sense, but who knows. Alright, now why don't you just like fortify until healed. We will found our city on the next turn. Alright, we have completed ironworking, and this is a -2 loyalty location, which isn't great. I'm not really worried so much about whether the borders are going to be touching it. It will be able to, without difficulty, but we will be generating so much culture at a certain point that that will not be an issue. I'm hearing talk that your people want to celebrate your rule. Nice job keeping them happy. Whatever. Okay, and you have 1 charge left. I would kind of like to use this charge on Geneva. And I do have 181 faith, so I'm going to get another missionary for 160. Want to convert my city. Okay, and for technologies here, I definitely would like to have things like horsemen and aqueducts. no use for what's it called? Machu Picchu, sorry, on this map at all. But I don't know. The consulate and the diplomatic quarter would be really good for us. So let's go for mathematics. We could also do harbors if we wanted to. Although we have absolutely no location for that in our capital. We do over here though, and over here. That might be a better idea then, because we do actually have 3 cities where it's possible to build a harbor, and this was a cheaper technology to research. We could also research engineering and get aqueducts before that. Okay, now I think we're gonna want the old god obelisk here before anything else. And why don't you focus on food? Is this going to help us out at all? It will. So, no, wait. Only a few. Alright, it doesn't look like it's actually going to help, so I'm just going to leave that how it is. Please accept my people's finest tweeds and haggis. Oh, and hark to the pipers, are they not grand? Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Of course, Alexander doesn't like my lack of a military. I'm hoping not to need one in this game, but we will see. Maui is completely healed now, so we can delete him and get the epic, and that is in Toulouse in the old god obelisk, where he was, you know, the devotion was done to him. Alright, and Geneva has been converted to Catholicism. Alright, now, which city are we in? We're in Paris right now. I'd like to do the government plaza. And I was thinking I would put it here, and then 2 other districts and these locations. So this looks pretty good to me. We're gonna do that government plaza. I never, ever, ever get them done. Like hardly ever, but especially not this early, which is kind of, not even that early. So we're working on it. I'm working on it. Now we have 1 envoy. I feel like we might want to save them. We could send it to Bologna, but I'm like so tempted. We're already the suzerain of them, and I'm kind of tempted to like go to war with them later and steal their wine. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. For now, I'm not going to do anything with that envoy because I don't have anything I want to do with it. All right, now England is trying to lure me into a war against Norway, and she also wants open borders with me. I don't feel like that's like a good idea, really. And also this is like not really that much money. It's 390 gold. No, that's not enough. I don't have an army. I don't know what you're thinking. I literally don't have an army. My military strength is 30. Gorgos is 0. So I wonder if Alexander has conquered her, which is very possible and would be quite interesting. We will see what happens with that and if she disappears soon. Alright, we will spread our religion. Now, after this government plaza, I'm definitely going to be getting more settlers, but right now I'm going to try to get a settler over here if I can. We can't buy one. Well, we could buy one in like 3 turns, so maybe I will do that. It's quite expensive, but it might be worth it to do so. We'll see kind of what happens with that. We could improve a few more tiles over here. I'm thinking a builder would be a good idea for now. So let's do that. It's going to take quite a while. I need to improve the production, maybe some lumber mills, and things like that would be helpful. Okay. Now, we could try to convert Alexander's cities. Frankly, I kind of don't want to upset Alexander. Like, I feel dumb saying that because, you know, when have I ever cared before? However, I don't want to go to war. I really don't. However, Victoria is distracted right now. She is distracted by Scotland. And I might be able to convert London, or at least just, establish some followers in her city, which could be beneficial for us. Obviously, she could use inquisitors and remove it, but it's just one of those things, one of those things where we're going to have to continually work at it as religious victories always go. Okay, so drum and poetry has been completed. Why can you not? Oh, I don't have shipbuilding. Well, you know what? That plan has just not worked out at all. Let's instead get all the way over here. Can you just like route yourself, please? Yeah, over to there. And that will be good. Now, we do need temples quite badly, so we're gonna do that. I would like to evangelize belief as quickly as possible. And I said I wanted to go for the aqueducts next. We could build ancient walls first. So maybe that is a better call. Do I have horses somewhere? That is a question. I do have horses. So if I got a builder over here, then I could build a pasture and boost horseback riding. So I think for now, I'm just going to put some time into engineering, but I just won't complete it past the point where the boost would benefit us. Now you want iron. I feel like you're taking out Gorgo. You're going to give me 120 gold. That's 6 per iron. I only have 38. You know what? I will do this deal. I don't really want the open borders. Why not? Why not? I guess my one scout can go through his territory. And Scotland is scouting around. Now, what did I say that I wanted here next? I don't know, but I definitely want more settlers. Let's see. I could build ancient walls in 7 turns. I just can't do that in this city. That's just not going to be the thing we're going to do. Okay, so Ancestral Hall will give me 50% increased production towards settlers in this city, which would be super helpful, and new cities receive a free builder. That's pretty fantastic. Yep, we're gonna go for Ancestral Hall in 13 turns, and then we'll get a settler after that. And we already have a boost to settlers right now. Now, question that I have with this, do we want to promote Magnus and get Black Marketeer? Then our units will have like a humongous discount on their resource requirements, or do we want to get Liang and put her somewhere with the idea that we're going to have fisheries and stuff like that? That is a question. I don't really have a good city for Reina because she requires a lot of unimproved features. And while there are some unimproved features around here, it's not like a huge amount. I don't know if we're really going to end up using her. I feel like it might not really be worth it. So I'm going to take, well, actually, what's the population here? So I don't have any city with a population above 5. I'm definitely not going to be replacing Magnus. So let's just get Liang. Okay. And I think probably Toulouse is the best city for her because there will be the most coastal tiles. This is an ocean tile right here, so there are 3 coastal tiles, but she can't improve this one with a fishery because we've already got stuff going on. This one can already, it could be improved with a regular fishing boat improvement, so I feel like that's not really a city for her, whereas all of these coastal tiles could be improved with fisheries. Okay, so I am still salty about that dye tile, But as I said in the first episode, I am planning on, long-term strategy of flipping London. Let's continue on. We are pleased to consider you an esteemed friend. We hope the feeling is mutual. It is. It is. We're not going to go to war with you. We're just going to convince all of your citizens that we are better and that they want to be French. That's what's going to happen here. Okay, so with that, it's been half an hour, so I'm going to end this part here. And I hope you will join me in the next one, which will be tomorrow. And yeah, before you go, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave me comments in the comment section. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.